Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative One Studio. Hey guys, I am back. I was MIA for a week because I got really sick. I was sick last Wednesday. Today is Friday, so it's been, 10 days. A big, every so often my immune system gets compromised, and I know it's due to stress. I was watching my last video because I couldn't remember where I left off from my last video. So I watched it so I'd make sure I didn't repeat myself. And I was watching it and I said in that video, that I'm feeling some anxiety and I'm really stressed out. And bam, it all hit me and I got sick. So I am on the road to recovery. I feel better. I get really tired easily, and I'm finding myself, taking a mid-afternoon nap. Even I don't fall asleep, but my body needs to relax. So I'm just kind of nursing myself back to health, and it's been difficult because I can't see my mom. She's right here. Right there, but I can't see her until Sunday. So we've just been playing it cool, and it's all good. It's all good now. But it always makes me check myself. I just started thinking, I want to do all the things I do. I love everything that I do, and I always want to do more. But I always run myself in the ground, and when we had primitive folk, I worked myself so hard and I ended up getting mono, and I was so sick from mono that time. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. It took me 2 weeks to recover from that. But it seems like once a year, I just take on too much and I try to do too much and I end up sick. And we were talking about it, he goes, it never fails. It never fails, Teresa. It never fails. So quit, quit putting so much on yourself. And I need to stop that. I don't know how. Excuse me. I don't know how to stop wanting to do so much. And, when you're feeling good and you have lots of energy, you just go. I just go. But he said, well, maybe, don't work 12-hour days. And, and I just need to take time to just, there's a lot more to life than my work. I mean, and I know that. I'm a very family-oriented person. You guys know that. I take every Thursday off to spend with my grandkids. I spend as much time with my mom as I can while she's here from Florida. I'm very family oriented, but yeah, I do work ridiculous amount of hours, and I need to back off that. Having said that, things might not advance as quickly as I had hoped as far as I want to do, wool applique patterns, but if I don't come out with something on that until a year from now, so be it. Whatever. I'm done putting so much pressure on myself. I took on way too much this summer with the Silver Needle Retreat, and then the Garden of Quilts coming up, and I'm supposed to paint another chair, angel chair for the charity auction, which I did last year. My business taxes are due September 15th. I don't have that done yet. See, the list goes on of all the things that need to get done. And anyways, I'm done telling you all about it. But I wanted to let you know that's why I was MIA. I was really excited about the common threaded stitcher, and I started off with gangbusters. I was really doing well with it, but then when I got sick, I took, you know, all that time off, and I haven't posted on that since I got sick. So anyways, if you're not familiar with common threaded stitcher, it is the vision of Kia B and her husband Nathan, and I know a lot of Flosstubers have already talked about it, so I will just have a little blurb about it in the description box below so that I'm not repeating things that everybody else has already talked about. And then you can go from there if you have not heard about it. But it's really cool. It's just basically a daily prompt. Then you post something to Instagram, and then it's a great way for people to get to know each other and find common things about each other's lives, you know, how our lives parallel quite a bit actually in this community. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to start posting on that hopefully again soon. I don't have my notes because I wasn't even sure I was going to record Flosstube. I came down here to scan all of the art that I've been painting for my new fabric line. And I thought, well, if I feel up to it, I'm going to do it. I must say I'm really tired right now. So I'm going to make this a very quick Flosstube. We have not had the grandkids in the past couple of weeks because of being ill, so that absolutely breaks my heart. And anyway, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. So this is not going to be my typical Flosstube. I don't have my notes. Like I said, I'm not doing a giveaway. I'm going to wait and do that next week. But I just wanted to get on here and just kind of update you on what I have been working on and just let you know how things are going. So, life update, that's pretty much it. Just trying to get through. And for whips, and I know people have sent me things to show in my Flosstube, some other finishes. I'm going to wait and hold off and do that in my next Flosstube. Like I said, I'm just here to give a quick update on what I've been working on. So for my whips, I don't even have any whips. You know why? Because I have finishes instead. What do you do when you don't feel well and you're stuck in the basement for days on end? You cross stitch. You watch a ridiculous amount of TV. Like, I'm so sick of TV. I would be happy if I could go a week without watching TV. But anyways, I have a finish. My second cross stitch piece is done. The second one I've ever stitched is done, you guys. Actually, it's not. I lied. I have one little stitch that I need to put in on his little coat. That little dude, I love him. But I got one little doggone stitch I missed right there on this side of his coat. But other than that, it is done, and I love it. I think it turned out real cute. That little blue dog just kills me. I think it's super sweet. And I'm pleased with how I did stitching it. I think for my second cross stitch, I did fairly well. So this is stitched on 40 count Mocha Weeks Dye Works, and it is going to be part of an Americana patriotic book that I was going to hold off and release it in Nashville in March 2022, but we'll just see how that goes. I might release this book in January because I have all but, okay, so there's 7 designs. I have mine done, and then they've been coming in. The model stitchers have been sending them back, and I'm only waiting on 2 more. So when those 2 come in, I'm going to start fully finishing them. I'm going, oh, there's one that, you guys, it turned out so beautiful. And I'm going to ask Vanna to make it into a needle book because it's kind of square. It's about this, it's the perfect size for a needle book. So I'm going to ask her to do that. And anyway, so look for that patriotic book to come. If not January, then it will be March of 2022. Okay. I also finished that punch needle, that Halloween punch needle I was working on, but I'm not going to show you because I'm going to fully finish it. Oh, that leads me into this. Monday is August 16th. That was the day I was going to record my Needlework Expo new release video of all my new designs I'm releasing for Needlework Expo, which is the last weekend of August. Due to the fact that I've been sick, I am way far behind on everything. I mean, everything. Oh, and yeah, I would say, oh, I just wanted to complain a little bit more. No, but I'm once a year, 1 weekend out of the year for the past 15 years or more, we have had a weekend with our friends. We go up north, upper Michigan on a lake, and we stay. There's like 11 of us, and we all stay and have cookouts and play yard games and have bonfires and go floating on the lake, and it's just a great weekend. Well, that was last weekend, and Kevin and I couldn't go because we were sick. So just such a bummer. Just such a bummer, but hey, we're working through it. So I'm going to talk about haul real quick then. So that was my cross stitch finish. I haven't done any art. I haven't done anything. I have some haul. Now, y'all blew up my Etsy shop. I had no idea the power that this photo would have had on the marketplace. But these adorable Land That I Love pouches. I mean, they are to die for. They are so stinking cute. Well, I took a picture. Excuse me one second. I took a picture of these and put it on Instagram, and I could not believe how many of these pouches we sold just from that photo. So let me just explain these pouches to you. These are a print-on-demand drop ship product. What that means is when you place your order in my Etsy shop, the order goes directly to the company. They print the fabric, they stitch the bag, the accessory pouch, and then they ship it to you. I don't even touch your order. I don't touch your order. Now, if you order some pouches and then you order some cross-stitch patterns from us, we will ship you the cross-stitch patterns, but the pouches will ship separately because they're coming from a different company. Okay, so it's print on demand and drop shipped directly to your door from the company that makes these pouches. Okay, so I want to be clear about that. The small pouch, both of them, each side is different. What I did when I designed them is I wanted most of the Land That I Love sampler to show on the pouch. So that's why one side has the houses, which is like the bottom part of the sampler, and then the other side has more of the top side of the sampler. Same with the large size. One size has the top part of the sampler and the other side has the bottom part of the sampler. Okay, so I've been designing these pouches in Photoshop, and excuse me again. I've been designing these in Photoshop, and the company that makes them is a very good company. I mean, these are just so cute. These are great for floss bags. They can be project bags, but it's fairly small. Like if you have a Q-snap, it's not going to fit in there. But these are so cute. I can think of a million things that you could use these for. But anyway, I just wanted to extend a thank you to all of you who ordered these pouches. I'm, again, absolutely blown away by the response and the amount of orders that we got for these pouches. It was incredible. Okay, so I got some haul. One thing that I got is the silk conversion done for me by Janine at Acorns and Threads, and I'm just so grateful, so grateful that she did this. Now, if you want the silk conversion, get a hold of Janine at Acorns and Threads, and she'll hook you up with the conversion. But I'm just going to show you So I'm going to start this weekend. So here is Barbara Anna's All Creatures Great and Small. I cannot wait to start this. I might be 90 when I get done stitching it, but look at these beautiful colors. Are they not just absolutely gorgeous? So yeah, thank you so much, Janine. I'm really excited to start on this. I also want to extend a thank you. I want to extend a thank you to Jan Emmerich. Jan Emmerich is an amazing stitcher. She's one of my model stitchers. She's very kind. She's very talented. And I messaged her or commented or something on Instagram and said, I'm so scared to start this. Like, I'm so scared to mess up the border because I've seen people, you know, they they do the border first on a big sampler and it doesn't line up and they just get frustrated and they put it in timeout. And I'm like, I could so see myself doing that. Like, if I mess up the border, I may never get the thing finished. But anyways, Jan messaged me and gave me some pointers and some tips on, you know, what to do. You know, she talks about doing part of the border and then do a motif and then do a little more of the border and do motif. And that way you're not bored to death just doing that border. But also you can kind of make sure that you're on track by putting the motifs in as you go. Because nothing would be worse than to do the border and then as you go to put the motifs in, you find you don't have enough room because you did the border wrong or something. I don't know. So anyways, I'm going to start that. Another haul that I got is this book, Simply Stitched with Embroidery. I got this at Joann. Create artful motifs for purses and more. I have been in love with kiss clasp purses and like coin purses and stuff. I love them so much. And this goes so well with what I want to do with wool applique and also, you know, just some embroidery. And you could do some, I just have visions I'm doing very folk arty type looks. But look at this. I'm going to actually make this purse. That's this little pouch. This is going to be my first project just to, you know, get my bearings as far as how to make one of these purses. But anyways, I don't know when, but it's got really good instructions on how to make these little pouches and purses. And I mean, you guys, they're so cute. Look at how adorable. And now I want to make stuff like that to give to my granddaughter Ellery, because I think she would really like something like that when she gets a little older. So this book is super cool, and it's just something that I'll work on someday. But I've always loved these little purses and pouches and things. So okay, this is more talking than I've done in quite a while. So it's really drying my throat out. So I'm going to be done here shortly. I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I'm going to be working on and hopefully you'll see from me this coming on my next Flosstube. I am going to start Barbara Anna Designs. I'm going to start that one. But I'm also going to start this Sally Emerson 1839. This is something that I designed for Patreon, and what I had started to do for Patreon is, okay, so I designed 3 charts a month for Patreon. In the past, I don't know, 5 months or so, I've made it so that all 3 of the designs use the same floss colors and they have a running theme. They all, you know, kind of go together. I have a sampler that I sent out to be stitched, and then I'm going to stitch this one, and then there's a third piece that's going to get stitched. Well, those 3 pieces are going to be made into a book, and they are going to be available at the Nashville Needlework Market 2022. But I decided I would stitch this one. So I'm stitching this one. I sent the bigger sampler out to be stitched by someone else, and then there's a small piece that goes along with the 2 of them. And I may end up stitching that one myself as well. I don't know. But anyway, so it's a greenhouse. It's got an alphabet at the top. And I just think it's really cute, and I can't wait to work on it. And I am going to stitch it on 40 count XU Designs Grandma Slip, which is what this the Silver Needle Retreat sampler was stitched on. So, and so let me show you my floss colors. I am so sorry, all the sniffling and the clearing of the throat. I'm so sorry. I'm ready to be done. Just trying to get all my colors in a way so that you can see them. So there's not a lot of thread colors for this piece, but aren't they pretty? All DMC. So anyway, yep, I'm going to be working on that. So you'll be able to watch my progress as I go along on that, as well as Barbara Anna Designs. All right, guys. I need to be done, but thank you for all your prayers and your well wishes. Oh yeah, I designed a freebie. I will have a link in the description box below. It's called Kindness is Free. I'll insert a picture so you can see it. I like to give a freebie away every so often, and it had been a while. I think it's been a year or more. So my apologies. I like to do 2 or 3 of them a year. But anyways, while I was off, I wasn't really off. I was, the days that I started feeling better, I, was playing on my computer and doing some designing and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the freebie, and I hope you will stitch it because I want to see it. And if you do stitch it, the hashtag on Instagram and Facebook would be hashtag Kindness is Free Freebie. And if you stitch it, I would love to see how you stitched it, whether you use, the colors I suggested or your own colors and what linen you use and everything. I would love to see your work on it. So if you do stitch it, please let me know and tag me in your post and use that hashtag. So anyway, you guys, I will be back this next Flosstube with all my normal things and a giveaway and Q&A and all those things. But I gotta go. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support and your love and your well wishes. And don't forget, create every day. Bye.